I move for no man, no man, no man, no man, no man.
We'll call it a draw.
No man.
Just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound, just a flesh wound.
Chris, you look like the last scene in 8 Miles. This is highly unlikely of you.
He's definitely either about to burglarize something or fucking spit some hot fucking beats for sure.
I don't like this, Chris. Not one bit. You need to tell us what time is essential for your looks, and we'll make it happen.
I like it.
My fucking thing froze.
Man, yeah, man's got to have a lot of looks, bro.
What up, guys?
What's up, man?
What up?
A lot of things happening these days.
Word.
Gary, did you get your fight booked
Yes. It was
and canceled at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. They originally
And then
told me-
rebooked?
Yeah, they originally told me it was one guy who I guess, since it's not signed, I can talk about now. It was actually they were trying to sign me for this guy for the past 2 fights. His name is Ruslan Emelbek.
Mm-hmm. He sounds Russian. Is he?
He's basically, I mean, he's from Kyrgyzstan.
I don't like the stands.
Yeah. So, he's a tough dude. He's got a really good defensive wrestling game. He can take other people down too, but I would say that's the most difficult part about if I had a fight with that guy. But anyway, they denied him an ability to leave his country. So like he can't. I guess he's not allowed to go because of COVID stuff. So they gave me a new guy. So I'm waiting on being able to announce that. But yeah.
Where's the fight, Gary?
It's going to be in Singapore, so far as I know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Singapore.
and Singapore
Are
is
you looking
nice.
forward to that? Have you been there before?
I've been there before, not since COVID restrictions, but so far as I know, it's a great place. Depends on how they're handling things now, probably as to what's going to go on. I don't know what the rules are going to be when I get there. This, that, and the other thing. And if I don't know if I have to just do like the bubble sort of thing and never interact with anybody, that very well may be the case. So.
Who are you going to bring with you?
Sorry.
Who are you bringing with you for your corner?
So John will be there. I was trying to get Tom to come along, but I think he has something that he has to do. Normally he comes to most of my fights. And then I usually bring one training partner. So I may ask, I bring at least one training partner, and then I may ask another coach. I may ask another training partner. I'm not 100% sure. Or I may just leave that spot open in my corner. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'll invite Frankie.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should bring
Yes.
the Kimera kid over here.
I just want Frankie to. I want to bring Frankie in my corner, but I'm gonna give him like a list of different things that he has to say in the corner that just make no fucking sense.
Dude, can
And
you
we'll mic
imagine
him
like
up.
we arrived to Singapore and I'm like, guys, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll see you in a minute. And then I like disappear for like a week.
But you do show up on the night of the fight.
Yeah.
Just you look completely different. You're just fucking all wired out and fucking.
He becomes the king of the lady boys.
You're in
Get a
dress.
whole-
Maybe I'll become a lady boy myself.
Exactly. Like, transformation out there. You'd be like, guys, I just realized who I really am, and I've been
I go
waiting.
by
for
Francis
6
now.
years. Francis.
What happened to Tom's fight?
He just got hurt, I think. He had like an injury, so they postponed it. But he was supposed to fight the 30th, I think. They're still having the fights the 30th. The guy that has the title in my division is fighting another really tough guy. So I expect him to lose, but I could be wrong. So Martin Nguyen is fighting Thon Lee. Thon Lee's got a really impressive striking background. I don't really know that much about his grappling, but it seems like he trains at a place where grappling is pretty good. So I would expect his grappling to be good. I don't know, man. I think he'll probably be the new title holder when it's time for me to fight for the title. So
He
it'll be
sounds like
interesting.
someone that would hold a title. Kung Lee? Yeah. Yes. Dude, have you guys heard of the stem cell facilities in Medellin?
No.
Chris, have you heard of that?
No.
It's like within like the sports world, it's become pretty popular. I see like all the the WWE superstars go there. Matt Hughes has done like much better with the stem cells. So yesterday I was listening to Mike Tyson's podcast, and Ken Shamrock was talking about it. And all these ex-fighters have gone there, and they had like limited mobility, and now all of a sudden they're like, they're back to training, they're back to like living their lives without like any pain and stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Can I make my appointment now for 10 years from now? Because I'm gonna need that at a lot of places.
Yeah.
Dude, we should make a trip over there.
Yeah, I'm always down for Colombia.
Even if we don't make it to the lab.
Frankie, is there any
Yep.
Frankie, is there any research that supports using stem cells to further grow your penis?
I'm sure you could inject it, and
No, actually, yes, there is.
This is 100% bro science, and you're probably going to gain an inch or two.
There hasn't been any like real like studies, obviously, because you can't fucking get enough people to do that. But yeah, no, that's
Nice.
they
Good
do
to
say
hear.
you can get a little bit out of that.
That's good.
Dude, yesterday my buddy sends me a video of this guy like on a moped, and I guess like he hit the throttle too hard, and it ended up like going crazy on him, like out of control. And have you seen like the fences that have like spikes on them that are like
I saw that one.
You saw that, right? That are about like waist high. So this guy like crashes onto the fence, and it catapults him like right up above all the spikes. So imagine him like skipping on top of all the spikes, like just kind of like razor burn, but
Gary, dude,
fucking
it's
spike the
literally
fuck
like
out of
like metal spikes like this, like probably 6 inches to 10 inches apart, and he just slides across them, slices. I mean, you can't really see it, but he must have.
It was
filleted
a delayed reaction because the guy gets fucked up. It was so fast when he gets up that he realizes that he's like alive.
Yeah.
Like a couple of seconds
failed.
later, he starts screaming in pain.
Yeah.
He got his dick cut off, bro.
No.
Yeah. You didn't see that part, Chris?
No, I know they cut off. Right, he got up and he started being like going like they cut off there. I don't know there was more.
Yeah, his penis was on the ground.
No.
Wow.
I'll send you
Frankie got a
the original
completely
video.
different version. Apparently, Chris
Bro,
got the edited version.
It's fucking brutal.
Somebody in their superior judgment was watching that and went, you know what? People don't need to see the rest.
Yeah, I got the uncut version.
That guy needs to go to
Well,
Medellin.
in a way, you did get the cut version.
Ugh.
Exactly.
He was circumcised in a different way.
What's that saying? Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Don't fucking ride your moped too fast in a residential area, get your dick cut off.
Yeah, he looked like he was drunk too. He was riding around with like no shirt, and he looked like someone who likes a party, daytime party.
He's gonna need a lot of stem cells now.
Yeah, for sure. Jesus, man.
Chris, you're back in Newport, huh?
Yep.
Lomachenko fight?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Big
yeah,
one.
that's exciting.
Yeah. Loma fucking Lopez.
What do you expect there?
I'm going with the experience and defense. At the highest level, defense is the difference. And I think Lopez actually has a great defense as well. But he's 23 fucking years old, and he's got 15 fights. So it's just, I don't know. I don't think Loma's enough on the slide where he's ready to be taken by a younger guy.
Wait, you said enough on? So you're saying that he is on a slide?
I mean, I don't. He's how old now? 30. He's just 32, whatever. But like, he's like they're definitely in different places. I think it's too early for Lopez.
So if Loma's 32 and you're saying that he's on his slide, how old are you, Chris?
I'm 37. I am definitely on the slide. I was when I was
Chris is a
27. I'm a haggard old man. But no, I mean age is a real thing. It's just there's father time. But then you got guys like Pacquiao who's 42 and fucking is still beating undefeated fighters.
Chris was the dude in the movie theaters watching the last Rocky and shedding tears when old man Rock goes to a draw with like the champ.
Yeah. With which one? That was the one with Mason Dixon?
Tarver.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Mason Dixon was the character's name.
Okay, yeah.
Antonio Tarver.
Chris stood up and gave him a slow clap. I knew you could do it, Rock. Age is just a number. What else are you doing over there, Chris?
I'm going to Vegas this afternoon.
For what?
Fight week stuff, and talk to a potential client out there about nutrition stuff. But also, just fight weeks are cool. I mean, I don't know how it's going to be in COVID. This is the first event they're actually allowing fans. Well, not really fans. 250 people are actually going to be there. So I'm curious to see how everything's going to go. And fight week is usually a tremendous amount of events. So I want to see
250 paying people, or is it just like camps?
I think no, not camps. I'm sure they're going to be handpicked invites by the promotion. But because 250 people is so few.
Like VIP customers.
Right.
Like diehard rich fans.
Yeah. And probably celebrities too, I would imagine. So I want to see what's going on fight week.
You know who likes to go to all those fights? Mario Lopez.
He's a big he likes to spar. He's a big boxing guy. He trains at Wildcard in LA.
Yeah. Did you guys see Donald Trump rise from the ashes from COVID? He looks younger now.
I wasn't really paying much attention to it.
He looks way better than he used to be.
I wonder if he even had it.
Sarcastic comment, or is this a real comment?
It's sarcastic because he claims that he feels better than he's ever felt.
I saw this meme. It was so funny. He was like, he wrote I feel great. I beat COVID. The doctor said they've never seen anyone who could beat COVID the way I beat this COVID.
Yes.
Dude,
I'm I know it's fake, but I'm sure he said that somewhere.
Yeah. He will say that in the future. There's no doubt about it.
Dude, I love it. I love
the end of that one.
He's a comedian.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Aside from all the politics, I hope he wins because he's fucking hilarious. It's so much fun. It's so much fun when he says this shit.
Yeah.
And you know that shit pisses the fuck out of the liberals.
Yeah.
You know it does. Whenever he says comments like that.
This is a point that I've made about this. And again, I'm not super. I don't super understand, the major differences in parties and stuff like that. I'm not really involved, but aside from fucking COVID restrictions, I have never really been a super political person. But it's funny to me a little bit how much people hate Trump comparative to the fact that we had George W. Bush running the country for 8 years, and that guy was literally an actual child. He would say and do things what was that one quote that they used it in a hip hop song that he said? It was something there used to be a saying. It was fool me once, shame on me, and can't be fooled again. Dude, it's literally you can't even remember basic cliche. Man, that I can't believe there wasn't more of an outcry when that guy was president. To guys, we have a fucking child up here.
Well, to his credit, I would have probably fumbled the same thing because I don't even know that that quote. What is it? It's fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, and then fool me a third time. I don't know. What is it?
I think
that's
it. I think you nailed it.
That's it. I got it. I can be president.
I don't think there's more to it. But it's just man, Trump, I get it. People don't agree with some of his opinions and stuff like that, but at least he's like a competent adult. I mean, at least in my eyes, he looks like a functioning adult.
He's sharp as fuck, that guy. But that's another thing. Biden's the same way. That guy can't get through a speech. It's ridiculous. You can't formulate thoughts. You're going to be the president of our country? Crazy. I mean, they're both insane. It's just.
Did you guys see the debate?
No, I didn't.
I refuse to watch it.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Yeah.
What I wonder about the debates, and I don't know if anybody's ever answered this question, why? And I didn't watch, but again, I always hear this problem occurring. Why can't they just shut the other guy's fucking microphone off while the one guy's speaking? I don't understand why they have to even give the person an opportunity to interrupt.
Well, normally there's some.
That's a good idea.
Normally they don't bulldoze each other. Trump is Trump. He's just a bulldozer. But normally people don't like that. I watched the Kamala Harris and Pence debate. That was good. Too. That was actually really good. They both had good points. They spoke like adults. And that I don't think that's the norm where they're cutting each other off constantly back and forth. It's just these guys are everything's on high alert.
Yeah.
What did you think of the debate, Chris?
I didn't watch the presidential debate, but I did. Like I
The
said,
VP.
I watched. I thought it was great. I thought that.
No, like who do you think like did a better job?
I personally don't think debates matter because you're gonna vote for who you're gonna fucking vote for. Like,
Yeah, okay.
like
Gotcha.
even with Trump and Biden, it's like, yeah, you're gonna make the people who don't like Trump hate Trump more. But the people who are gonna vote for Trump are gonna vote for Trump. It
Right.
doesn't fucking matter what he says. None of these debates matter. as
Well,
far as
maybe
I'm
you
concerned.
were on the fence, and like after the
This-
debates,
these-
you're like,
These guys are so polarizing. I think it's really hard to be on the fence. Like it's basically like you're voting for Biden because you hate Trump. Like most people, you're voting for Biden because you hate Trump.
yeah.
And like, so like if
I
you don't
think
hate
so.
Trump, then
Did you guys see the fly on on Mike Pence's head?
I
Yes.
did, and it sucks because it took away from everything that he was saying because of, like, that whole thing got thrown out because of the memes. But like it was
Yeah.
he actually
Did you
did
hear
a good
about
job.
this, Gary?
I saw pictures. How long was it actually there for?
It was there for quite a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It sucks
I
for
can't
him.
believe none of his people could have done anything about that.
What what?
Somebody comes
Like
with the fucking
wait,
You zap
assault
it,
gun,
like-
just fucking fires right in his fucking
Yeah.
forehead.
Gary, where was our assault gun?
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Dude,
I could've
how
got him.
funny would it have been if someone actually had one of those, Gary?
Mm-hmm.
It would have validated our purchase.
Close your eyes. Close your
You're like, fuck, dude. The NSA uses our gun, bro.
I just
I would've
pictured
called you
Gary.
right away,
I just
Gary.
picture Gary flying in on like a tightrope, whatever, like sliding in and being like,
Yeah.
assault gun.
I would have called Gary right away. Dude, did you see the CIA using our gun, bro? Our assault gun? You guys watch basketball?
Almost.
Nope.
Nope. I don't think fighters watch sports.
Yeah. It was well, Chris, you're in California. Was there like anything going on during the NBA finals? And, like,
I mean,
bars
everybody,
were
like,
lit.
all the bars were lit. Yeah, even down here. There wasn't any like crazy celebrations like there was in LA. I heard LA got fucked up. But no, everybody's at the bars. Which night was it? What was the finals?
It was like the Lakers versus.
No, I know. Which night was it? Well, it was
I think it was Sunday.
Sunday night. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think what I do Sunday.
You-
Yeah, no,
you,
I went to sleep early on Sunday, but yeah, no, the bars were definitely packed. I remember driving by.
You didn't get white girl wasted.
No, I was kind of, I've not been sleeping well out here at all. So last night I like really like crashed. I got like 10 hours of sleep.
Do you guys ever take like CBD supplements for sleep or melatonin?
Yeah, I've done
Mhm.
it before.
Melatonin,
doesn't-
I love
It
melatonin.
doesn't work for you guys?
I think it helps on some level. I don't know if it's like it's not like taking a sleeping pill or anything like that. Melatonin is definitely, I've had pretty high doses of that, and it doesn't make like a huge significant difference, like a sleeping pill or something would. But I definitely feel a general more relaxed. The same thing with CBD, just like,
I
mild.
think I have a pretty good formula for sleep that I took on Saturday. So
Oh, yeah?
So I took 2 melatonins,
Mm-hmm.
a bottle of wine, and 6 kilos. And I slept till like 10 a.m.
I
I
slept on
went to
Monday.
sleep like around 11
That'll definitely do it.
11 p.m. on Saturday, and then I woke up like at 10 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I wasn't disclaimer, I wasn't very well rested, but I got my hours.
I didn't wake up feeling great, but disclaimer.
I got my hours in.
Nice.
So
I thought you were gonna be like, I got a formula that I just tried out. It's a fifth of vodka, and then
Yeah.
then went to sleep. Rubbed one out and went to sleep.
no, the melatonin is key in that formula, Chris.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually do like 5 grams of melatonin, and melatonin helps me fall asleep, but it won't keep me asleep. So if I'm gonna have a bad night of sleep, I'll wake up in the middle of the night no matter what. But I do usually when I'm at home, I'll do like 5 milligrams of melatonin and ZMA, zinc, magnesium. And,
Yeah. That's a good one.
yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah.
I'm gonna try that next weekend.
It's good.
Right
It's
on.
good. It's good for the old libido.
I was thinking of trying it out this time, but without the tequilas. I'll just drink the one bottle of wine. And
Wasn't just the wine.
just one. Did you guys see the UFC?
Nah, I just heard about bits and pieces.
Did you guys see the highlight kick?
Oh yeah, the
Matrix
fucking
kick.
ninja kick. That thing
The
was
ninja
awesome.
kick, Gary?
Yeah.
No, I'll look it up because I do want to see it. But I heard there was like a kick catch or something, and then somebody came back with the other leg and kicked somebody in the head or something.
Yeah, like a spinning back kick.
It was literally Jackie Chan. It was a movie, but he knocked the guy completely out.
Dead.
That was the first part. Like, knocked him dead.
Dead. So
Wow.
imagine how hard it is to like. So he throws a kick, right? He throws a left kick. The guy blocks, but ends up grabbing his ankle,
heel.
right?
Yeah.
Or his heel, and the guy like uses that balance and catapults his other leg in the air and smashes him with like a spinning back kick to the face.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
It kind of like
How-
came up and under and just.
Dude, how freaking athletic do you have to be to do that, to nail that?
Explosive, athletic.
Timing.
Thing that's ever happened in UFC history. I'm struggling to remember like some other spinning kick that happened that is really significant to me. But
I don't think there's ever been a spinning kick like with one leg in the air like that.
No. I'm trying to. There's some good spinning kick knockouts. Aldo has a couple nasty ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. That wasn't UFC, but I think it was Pettis, right? He jumped off the cage and kicked the guy in the face.
The
yeah,
Showtime kick.
that's probably if you're gonna say that wasn't in UFC though. That was in.
Right.
Oh, okay. So let's say in MMA history.
MMA history. In MMA history, that's probably the most famous and probably will remain the most famous for
The Showtime kick.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, that was definitely, especially because of the use of the cage. I think it's like
yeah. Well, the thing about that is that he didn't KO Benson.
Right.
He dropped him.
Yeah.
This dude got KO'd dead.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Good point. I don't remember. I didn't like watch the whole fight, that whole fight. So,
But like to Gary's point, like those were very high level guys too. The Pettis and Benson Henderson, like
Yeah,
those are
that's
like
like
champion level guys.
That's true.
yeah.
I don't know how he generated power off that jumping off the cage like that.
Have you guys seen the whole conspiracy theory behind that move?
No.
No.
That it was staged? Yeah, you guys
Really?
haven't heard that?
No.
They
Yeah,
think
so-
it's staged?
So listen to
Dude,
this. Listen to
Benson
this.
looks like he gets dropped like by a fucking shotgun. Like that's I don't know, man.
Okay, but listen to this.
I'm listening.
Listen to this. So they say that it was planned because they both look at each other before the kick, right? In a very suspect way, and Benson lifts his foot, right, and taps the back of the cage with like his right or left foot, like he pushes the cage back.
You're talking about Pettis, I'm guessing, because Benson was
No.
away from the cage, wasn't he?
No, like he gave him the signal. He lifts his foot up and taps the cage with his heel. You get it?
Okay.
Like do the
No
kick now.
way.
I'll send you the video and you guys
I'll be more
Now
than happy
knowing
to watch your
this, you
conspiracy.
guys might see where someone would
So
think it's a conspiracy.
if you're gonna do that with an opponent, like, do you flip a coin on who gets to do it? Like,
Well, I don't think everybody could do
this
it.
time
I
you
think
kick
like how
me,
many
but
people can.
next time.
Yeah.
I don't think Benson has like the skills to do something like that. I think Pettis is super athletic and has
man,
like crazy kicks.
Benson's pretty athletic. I've trained with him before.
Have you tried that, Gary?
Have I tried kicking somebody off the cage? I've never kicked anybody.
Like hitting a pad.
No, I mean I've never particularly tried to kick off of the cage with a pad or with a person. I have used the cage to punch people before though. Push off and punch. That feels comfortable. Kicking so much, it's not really. I used to play around with it a lot more when I first started getting into MMA a little bit, like when I was younger and I didn't know anything. I would just I wanted to do stuff that looked fun. So I decided that I was going to back myself up against the walls and cages and stuff. And I actually have a pretty funny story. I did it to Tom once during sparring. And again, this is like a time where I knew zero. So like basically Tom started fighting, and because he started fighting, he needed to do some training sessions at the jiu-jitsu school, and it was a pure jiu-jitsu school. None of us had ever done any striking. So he would do an MMA practice, and like he was so involved with his fight career, like he wasn't teaching MMA practice. Like it was just people are going to show up to spar. I'm going to spar. You guys can spar, but nobody was giving us instruction, right? So nobody was like, yeah, guys, like this is what you should do, or like, be careful of this. I think the actual speech that we were given was, listen, fighting, you're just going to have to figure it out.
That's beautiful.
So
figure it out.
So we started sparring here and there, and like, dude, there would be days where I wouldn't show up with a mouthpiece and stuff, and I'd be chewing on paper towels, and like just all kinds of fucking craziness would happen.
Wait, what
but
do you
anyway,
mean?
One day,
wait. Chewing on paper. What do you mean?
I mean,
like that was your mouthpiece?
I would forget my mouthpiece, and I would wad up some paper towels, and I would bite down on them while I was sparring.
Is that like an actual thing?
That's
so
how
Frank, yeah, that is an actual thing. If you
You've
forget
done that too, Chris?
I have. I've done it actually recently, which is crazy because as long as I've been fighting, I can't believe I fucking forget my mouthpieces. But yeah, because Frank, the idea is like you don't want your teeth to bang together.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's how you break your teeth. So you have something in between it. Also, it gives you something to bite down on so you can grip your jaw. But yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
So
that never happens to me. I always bring my mouthpiece, so that's why I never.
You're a professional.
Yeah, you're much more professional than us. So I'm showing up to these practices not knowing a clue what I'm doing. That's why I don't even consider it real experience, because I literally was just walking forward, eating punches, and trying to take people down. So Tom decides to use me for like a warm-up round once or something like that, because I'm significantly smaller than Tom the Blast, and it was against a wall. I backed up as he was pushing forward, and I jumped off the wall and punched him in the face. And I guess it was particularly hard, or harder than he expected to get hit.
Uh-oh.
So immediately after that, he just pushed me against the wall and kneed me directly in the solar plexus. But
Ouch.
I was pinned against the wall, so the knee just like went into my stomach, and my whole fucking chest cavity caved in, and I was just like, as I slid down the wall, like I just got like a fucking movie where I just got shot against the wall and fucking.
And
died.
that was like one of the first ever sparred.
Yeah, we didn't really spar that much because there's a significant size difference, and I literally knew nothing. So yeah, I jumped off a wall, punched him in the face, and then got kneed in the stomach and got TKO'd with that. So
if anybody wants to beat you, they just have to target your solar plexus because you have weak ass abs.
And be 100 pounds heavier than him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and weigh 260 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom's he's a big dude, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, now he's even bigger. Like fuck. He's probably walks around at like 240 now.
Shit. That dude's fucking hands they look gnarly. He's got big, thick fucking hands.
Yeah.
Chris, have you seen the whole Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia beef?
No, I thought they were buds.
Nah, dude, they're beefing now.
Oh boy.
So I doubt that anything's gonna play out, but Ryan's telling him that he'll fight him like with no weight limit or anything like that, and Jake Paul is saying that he's got some pounds on him and he would knock him out. But they had like a little scuffle. I think Ryan Garcia went to Jake's house to like confront him for some tweets that Jake, obviously, those Paul brothers are kind of like trolls.
Yeah, directed at Garcia.
Yeah.
Garcia's got a big fight coming up. He's got to focus on that shit.
With who?
Luke Campbell.
Is that dude good?
Yeah, Luke Campbell's really good. He's Olympian. His only losses are to Jorge Linares and Lomachenko. And
Wow.
he's a world champion. Yeah, he's a bad dude.
That's going to be a tough fight because I know a lot of the hype about Garcia is like, they haven't seen him fight like somebody like that yet.
This is a huge step. And
Yeah.
Campbell is also just stylistically difficult. He's a southpaw. He's very tall and long.
Yeah.
And he has power. Like he's not just a boxer. He's strong. He's a good body puncher. He's it's a real fight.
That should be good.
Yeah, Luke Campbell's no joke.
So who do you got in that fight, Chris?
I'd like to think that Ryan Garcia is as good as everyone expects, and he goes out there and does what he needs to do. But if he's anything less than if he's anything less than everyone thinks, he's getting beat.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
But I watched which one's which? Jake Paul is the younger one.
The
right?
younger one. Yeah.
I watched his fight, and I've watched him train. He's actually not bad.
Yeah.
He's better than Logan, like considerably. Yeah. Logan's a really good athlete. I've seen him do some like wrestling stuff and just all of his bullshit that he does. Like he's a tremendous athlete. But
Jake's been doing it for longer, and he's still doing it. So
yeah, he actually looks good. Like he looks like he can fight.
Chris, when you were on your way up, do you feel as though you had a pretty even progression in terms of like one guy you're fighting, the next guy's a little bit tougher, or do you ever remember a moment where it was like you had fought a number of guys, beat a number of guys, and then this guy was like the step up in competition, like somewhere I'm guessing somewhere in the middle of the career or something like that, or do you feel like they did a good job of matchmaking for you? Because I know like somebody like Ryan, like this is it seems like prior to that it was very small steps, and now it's like all of a sudden a huge step, right?
Yeah.
And I think this happens in boxing a lot, right?
Yeah, it does. And I don't know. I didn't have a very structured or designed path because they just matched me up. They didn't have a lot of money when they were putting fights together for me, and like I didn't have a promotion that literally was like, all right, this guy's gonna be world champion. Let's get him to. It was like, all right, dude, you sell tickets and like you're a kid from Long Island, so let's just get you the cheapest guy we can. And cheap guys are usually the tough guys because the tough guys would be like, I can beat this fucking white boy, so I'll take this fight. So I had a lot of like scrappy, tough fights on the way up, which I think really helped me. Yeah. But then I had my big breakout, like step up fight. It was like a prospect versus prospect matchup where this kid had a lot of hype behind him. He's a really good amateur. Top rank was behind him, and we were on NBC. So that was like my breakout. And then from then on, it was just like everybody just got better.
How did you feel in that fight?
I had so many people reach out to me and be like, don't fight that kid. Like he's a badass. Like, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to beat him and then I'll be the badass.
So that's what they think about your skill level.
Yeah, I'm a white kid.
Don't fight that guy. Don't fight that guy, Chris, please.
There's like no boxing gyms in Long Island. But yeah, no, it was just like, the guy that had a big, I have 0 amateur boxing fights. Like these guys all have hundreds.
Yeah.
So, especially that kid. So that was a big thing. So, but honestly, I felt good going into the fight. Like I was ready for a step up.
Yeah. Nice.
Did you,
it was a war.
Yeah.
It was an absolute war, and we got into a fight at every weigh-in and press conference, like literally physical altercation every time.
Nice.
The fight was a war. I got rocked in the 4th round, but then I unloaded and I ran away with it. I mean, nice. I probably only lost 2 rounds.
Nice.
Out of the 10.
Did anybody apologize for doubting you?
No.
Did you reach out and say, I told you so?
No. I don't look back, bro. I just kept going forward. Kept winning, kept going. I don't give a shit.
Because that's what Gordon does. Gordon will save your text from 1999 and repost it fucking 10 years later when he proves you wrong.
Dude, I got
a good memory because I
got
an
awesome.
I don't think about it.
I got an awesome gimmick for Gordon.
Garry. Okay.
You should communicate this to him because he doesn't reply to any of my DMs. Do you guys know Dave Portnoy, the Barstool Presidente?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking awesome. So
He is
he
awesome.
when people go at him, like he'll make it his mission to destroy you. Like that's what he does. Like that's what he's known for. He has champagne bottles engraved with your name on them.
I saw this.
And when he gets wins on you, and like he like does something to humiliate you or something to like get one up on you, he drinks his champagne and like does a whole video about it.
Did you see the HBO exec that he did that to?
Yes, Soup Man.
Yeah, Soup Man. So I know him personally. That felt
You know
so
Soup
bad.
Man?
Yeah, really well. He was the head boxing exec for HBO.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's a great guy too. So I remember watching all those videos and being like, oh fuck.
Bro, he destroyed Soup Man.
Yeah, he did.
Destroyed.
What was the problem that they were having between each other?
Suit Man was dating what's the podcast?
Sophia
Frankie?
Franklin from Call Her Daddy. So they had
it's the biggest podcast in the world.
Mhm.
And Suit Man was dating her, and then it's allegedly he kind of pushed them to try and renegotiate their contract, and it kind of fucked up everything with Barstool. So he was just like, he went in on this guy like fucking the pooch on his girlfriend's deal. So
well, the thing
But
is
he-
that
he
like
went hard.
this Suit Man guy like got his lawyers involved, and they like brainwashed these two chicks thinking that they could get out of their contract. But you know, once you sign a contract, you know that that's pretty much a done deal. You can't like
hey, you're married.
magically make it like go away. You know, you have to honor your contract, obviously. And so he thought that he could get away with like getting people involved, and so Dave made it his like life's mission at that moment to fucking go at him hard.
That fucked those girls up for a little bit, right?
You
And
know
I
what
think
was
they split.
what was really funny? You know what was really funny? This guy, I guess he was friends with Justin Bieber's agent, Scooter Braun. Like he's a powerful agent now because he reps like a bunch of celebrities. And Dave gets reached out by Scooter Braun, right? Trying to fix this, like trying to like get Dave to back down. And what do you think he does? Like right after the conversation, he goes live on Instagram and say, "Hey, Suit Man, I guess it's all good now because Scooter Braun called me, and it's all good now because you think that Scooter Braun can do something about it, dude." And it was fucking hilarious the way that he's like, you and Scooter Braun could go fuck yourselves. I don't back down for nobody, you fuck.
That's funny, man.
He's fucking brutal, that guy.
It's amazing the drama that is able to unfold now, because like we all have individual social media and an ability to broadcast things, and like we all have like our own audiences, even if we're not like the most famous person in the world. Like you still have some pull, and you know people are watching, right? Where like stuff like that could only have been possible between like actual celebrities back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's like
I feel like, well, this guy owns a media company, you know, he has
Sure.
millions of followers.
Sure.
So I think it's kind of like almost like a real world type of situation.
Sure. Well, yeah, but okay. So, do you think like an owner of like a media company would be like having a public beef with somebody via
No,
TV?
100% no.
Probably not.
This
Like,
guy's
it probably
special.
it would probably only be like it would probably only be like you'd see things like that in like tabloids with like celebrities or something like that. Like I think even though that person probably has millions of followers or whatever the case may be, I still feel like this is something that we only experience in this generation, and you wouldn't have experienced it previously.
Yeah, that's true. Like if,
You
if
wouldn't
you're
have been
willing
able
to
to
do it to air
You
out
wouldn't
your
be able to go live right after
Yeah.
you had a conflict with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that just wasn't a thing. It's just so
Right.
amazing that we have that capability now.
Yeah.
Were you
Have
gonna
you
call?
guys-
You gonna call up NBC and like have them show up at your house right after you have a conversation with someone? All right, we're going live. We're gonna fucking talk about this shit. You know, like that's how you would have had to do it if you were gonna do that back in the day. You know?
Talking about celebrity things, Well, now that you talk about that, have you guys seen a kid named Steve Will Do It? He like chugs alcohol bottles.
I've
like
heard.
he'll down like a vodka bottle.
I think maybe I have heard of this kid.
or a tequila bottle.
That just
Or
sounds
sm-
terrifying.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
just-
how.
I just
Or
got a
he'll, like-
chill when you said that.
Yeah,
Do you
or he'll
think
like
he
chug like a bong.
Do you think he
The,
vomits it
water?
up afterwards?
yeah, bong water.
Oh,
Huh?
he has
Do you
to.
think he vomited it up afterwards?
Dude, I think so. Like, I don't understand how he doesn't get alcohol poisoning. Like,
Because-
he'll down like a bottle.
That's not.
I've seen him down like a Magnum of like Grey
Oof.
Goose.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. Unless you just drink lots of alcohol every day, that should kill you. Like that's a
So-
lot of alcohol.
So listen to this. Like he's famous for doing this, right? For
Yeah.
just drinking ridiculous amounts of alcohol. Like he
Yeah.
chugs them, right? So he binges on it.
Yeah.
And he got a DM from Demi Lovato, which has struggled with addiction before. And she like, as a concerned citizen, she genuinely reaches out to him and says that, you know, she was concerned for his health and that something similar happened to her. And just, she tried to like, kind of like support him or help him out or give him like some advice. And this dude eggs her on, like saying that he thanks her for it, that he's going to go to AA meetings because of her, and all this he's doing it while blogging about it and fucking chugging alcohol. Like every time they exchange like a message, like he chugs like 3 beers and a tequila shot.
Yeah.
Dude, and he mocks her doing this, right? And she ends up blocking him. And he's like, "Don't worry about it, Demi. Like, I'll still masturbate to your face," and shit like that. Like, such a fucking asshole. But it's like no one's safe. No one's safe. Like celebrities try to
kid's a-
DM.
He's a
That's
pretty
a
big dude, this kid.
Like getting your shit, you're DMing people and having like your shit reposted and all that kind of stuff. It's like
Yeah. I mean,
it's hard now, man, because there's like no, as much as it's like a cool thing to like be able to interact on this level, but it's also like there's almost no privacy now. It's like a very
Right.
difficult. It's a very difficult thing. Like you can't just have like a private conversation and then like think that that's not going to get out as a public figure. Like anybody could repost something, anybody
Yep.
could do whatever. So you got to be really
Screenshot
careful.
and post. And I just watched this kid eat 48 raw fucking eggs. That is
yeah.
disgusting.
Current events, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eyewitness News, where news comes first.
A Utah hiker was stalked by a cougar for 6 minutes
Dude, I saw this video.
and escaped.
I love. I was just gonna say I loved the emotional roller coaster that dude was on. Like,
Yeah.
like he's like at first he's like he can't decide like how he's gonna deal with the situation. So at first he's like yelling at the cougar like, yeah, I'm big and scary. I'm big and scary. And then like halfway through he's like, you're big and scary. Like, he's like oh god, like
the
you're
best-
fucking terrifying.
The best thing
I don't
about the
wanna die
video was
today.
like the
I don't wanna
dialogue. Did he not sound like a stoner?
Yeah.
Maybe I
He's
don't know.
like,
I didn't pay attention.
You're a fucking scary kitty cat. He's like, no, fuck you, dude.
I'm pretty sure he's at some point.
I mean,
Come on, dude.
When he finally scares it away, I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of like scrolled through. Was the end of the video the only time where he decided to pick up a rock and throw it?
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah,
Because, dude, like, how was that not a thought at any other point? Like, that would have been the entire time that this is happening, and I'm watching him backpedal, and I'm seeing all these large rocks. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, first of all, pick up one of these rocks in case that thing jumps at you. You can bash its skull in at least. At least you have something, okay? And two, like, pick up another rock and fucking throw it his way. See if you can scare him off. Like, how is
Well,
that not a thing that you're thinking of doing? Like,
to be honest, this guy didn't seem like much of a fighting type dude.
Survivors, or yeah.
He's like, get the fuck away, you stupid kitty cat.
I mean,
He's like, come on, dude, I don't feel like dying today.
whether you're a fighting type or not, you got a fucking cougar chasing you, dude. Like,
Bro, how funny was it when he throws the rock, the cat goes away? He's like, yeah, get the fuck away, shit face. Oh my god, that was terrifying, man.
I also
that,
can't
that could
believe
have gone
that-
really bad.
I also can't believe he filmed the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was
Like a-
thinking. I'm like,
unless he had a body cam or something like that he just happens to run with. Like, dude, are you telling me in one hand you decided to keep your fucking cell phone on while a live cougar stalked you in the woods? Like, hey, cool. I'm glad we got to see the video, but you're a fucking like you don't want to have both hands available. in case
But also,
something
even
happens.
when you're
fight
like
it off.
when you're looking down and then looking, it's different. Like it's like you're losing time to do. Like
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
If anything like that ever happens to me, it's only getting filmed if somebody else is there. There's just no chance.
So okay, so what do you guys just fucking book it? Do you guys run away or do you
No.
guys like
No,
keep eye contact?
you'll
and-
never make it. That thing will chase you down for sure.
No,
They
it'll
can run
catch you
50
real
miles an
fast.
hour. Nah,
Have
you
you guys
gotta
seen-
you gotta bark
thing
and
is
yell and throw rocks.
That
Yep.
thing is so fucking agile. Have you guys seen the video of like a bobcat chasing a squirrel?
Mm-mm.
Dude, this is like, would you ever think that a bobcat could catch a squirrel on a tree? Would you ever think that?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I see what you're saying, though. I
Squirrels
would
are
agree
quick
that
and
it
small.
I
seems
would have
difficult.
never thought that a fucking cat was faster than a squirrel up on a tree.
Like
Like
going
on
up
the
the
tree.
tree,
No, like on the tree, yes.
like stalking while they're both on the tree.
Oh wow,
They're both
that
on the
definitely
tree.
makes it more difficult.
Wow,
Dude,
dude, cats are so sick. Like they're so athletic. We're such fucking pussies.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Portland protesters take down the Lincoln and Teddy Roosevelt statue behind the Portland Art Museum. They had signs that read, "Stop honoring racist colonizer murderers." So it doesn't stop. It doesn't seem to be stopping in Portland. Portland seems to be like the one that's like getting the worst of like the vandalism and stuff like that.
It's the liberal Antifa bastion. So
I told you guys, every time I've ever been to Portland, no matter what was happening, there's always like protests happening, and nobody's really clear on exactly why. Like it's just like their protesting is just something to do. Like
Yeah.
that's just a thing. You're like it's like the weekend, and you're like you're looking for something to do with your friends, and you're like, oh, we should just protest this thing. Like that's like a thing that people do out there
Don't you get like fined for doing something like that?
for
I don't
protesting.
understand.
no,
No,
You
just
should
knocking down a
list
fucking
it.
statue.
Oh, knocking down the statue.
yeah, that's
I mean, technically, it's defacing public property. So, I mean, you could if
Yeah.
you.
And
but the
those
problem is that
statues look
you have a group
expensive.
of fucking 150 people doing it. I mean, it's going to be hard to catch everybody.
Those statues look expensive too. So
Yeah.
But Portland also, there's no law there. It's fucking that's a different part of the country. It's
well, the mayor was protesting with the dudes. Don't you remember?
yeah,
he got tear gassed.
Yeah,
and he did a video on it. He's like, I'm being tear gassed. Did you guys hear the Dan Bilzerian thing?
he's
So
still
Dan
around.
Bilzerian loses $50 million on failing business venture
No. What happened?
on his Ignite brand.
No.
So he supposedly spends $3 million a month for his lifestyle from investors' money,
Yep.
from investor money, which is illegal in this case. And now the well is kind of like drying up on him.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the company goes belly down, he's going to be like audited and he can go to jail for that.
Really?
And his dad, which went to jail on fraud in the past, is involved with the company's finances.
This does
So
not
it's
surprise
very
me
suspect.
at all.
Very suspect.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that. I don't know much about him really, other than him being around hot chicks. That's
Yeah,
really
Spending money.
the extent of my knowledge of Dan Bilzari.
I didn't until I heard him on Rogan, and he just seems like he's completely full of shit. Like I didn't think anything he was saying on Rogan was like factual or realistic, and just
Yeah.
like I didn't even believe it. Like could you hear his voice saying it? I'm just like I don't believe this guy at all.
Was it on Rogan? On Rogan, was he the one that was telling a story about getting like attacked by a bear or something like that? I feel like I remember that. You said you watched it, so maybe you remember. But
He talked about so many things. He talked about like going through buds in Navy SEAL camp, but he had like a broken ankle and like
Yeah, I
was
heard
still
that.
able to do it. And like, dude, shut up. No, you didn't. Come on.
I think he got like kicked out of Buds.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know if it was like
Yeah.
an honorable discharge or I don't know what it
Right.
was. I don't remember.
he had a bunch of stories, and like the bike ride through Vegas, he had another one that was like it just didn't add up. The things he was saying just didn't add up.
yeah,
Yeah, so he had he had a bet with a friend that he would bike ride from Vegas to his LA mansion, and he did it. And I guess he won like a bunch of money, and
Hmm.
he hired Lance Armstrong to help him out.
Huh.
So he had a company, he had a bunch of investors, and they invested in his company, and he was
Right.
just using it to pay for his lifestyle, which is obviously
Yeah,
insane.
and he like marks it up as like marketing.
It's a tricky thing because, I mean, I can totally see, like, if you took somebody like that to court, I can see how you could rationalize saying that, you know, hey, this is part of my brand. This is what I do. This is how I generate the revenue.
Right.
I spend the money. I do lavish things. That's why people pay attention.
I take
know,
the
this, that.
pictures.
So it's hard to say. Like, I don't know what the lines are a little blurred when literally your thing is spending money and having a lavish lifestyle. If that's the way your brand works, I don't know if in court like they're gonna have an easy time.
Yeah,
getting
I mean,
out of it.
I can see that point of view. I can see that point of view.
But
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's gonna come down.
know about
It's gonna come down to taxes, baby. That's where the problem is taxes.
Yeah.
You don't beat Uncle Sam when it comes
That's-
to this kind of shit. They're not gonna get you on the fact that you use the funds the wrong way. They're gonna get you in the taxes.
Yeah, that's for
Well,
sure.
regardless, I'm rooting for you, Dan Bilzerian. I hope we need people like you to make the common man
I like
feel
his
like shit
content.
every
I
day.
will say that I do like his content.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need people like him making the regular blue collar citizens feel like shit. So
I love thumbs. I love guns. I like boats.
guns and buns, baby. Hey, we have a good fan question. Let's why don't we end on this one?
Okay.
So this fella has been dating a chick for ages, right?
Yep.
And he has a kid, and she's taking the role of his stepmom.
Uh-huh.
But he says because he says that his real mom's a cunt.
Big
But
surprise there.
he says that this new chick has been like as of late a naggy cunt and is kind of clingy and jealous, and he says that he wants to break it off with her, but she helps him babysit, which in turn helps him do his jiu-jitsu and whatever he likes to do. So he gets about 6 to 7 sessions a week, and if he were to end it, he would only get like 1 to 2 a week because he has to like take care of the kid and stuff. So he wants to know what do you think he should do?
More than likely, not a good reason to stick around. More than likely, if the reason you're continuing to stay with someone is because they're taking care of your kid, there's probably ways around that. You could probably find a way to get the kid taken care of. I mean, I know it's not easy. Childcare is expensive, but I'm sure you can find a way to make that work. You don't want to like, I don't know. That'd be like, oh, this girl, she does my laundry, she cleans my house, so guess I'll let her stick around because I don't want to do those
Okay,
things.
so that's kind of like not like a long-term play, but like kind of like a mid-term play. A short-term play is roughing it out, getting good at his jiu-jitsu, and then once he like gets to a level where he could like get a nanny, then he should get rid of her.
I'm going to take a third stance. I'm going to say keep her around, keep training, and then just incorporate another chick in. Just bring her in and just keep bringing her around. Like the first girl's still watching the kid, whatever, and then you're still getting the train, and then you got this other girl, and you just kind of try and bring it in.
Are you suggesting like a side piece type of situation?
I'm
a threesome type of situation.
Right. I'm thinking side piece that eventually grows into a happy family.
Chris is like, he's like,
Chris
listen,
lives in a different type of world than the rest of us.
He's like, there's no reason to, let's start a new flame before we fucking put out the other one.
Yeah,
This is like another day at work for Chris.
We always want to have something at work. Yeah. No, I hear that. But yeah, man, dude, it's definitely sounds like one of those situations that you don't want to keep having going, man. I mean,
it depends on the age of the
guy
kid
that,
too.
it's
Like,
for him.
you got to be really careful with a young kid who, if he really likes the girlfriend or whatever, in all seriousness, if we're talking for real now.
Yeah, of course.
There's a child involved, so.
Oh, you weren't talking for real?
before with the threesome thing. I
Yeah.
mean, I
Sort
wasn't
of.
not talking for real, but realistically, when you got to think about the kid first.
Yeah, that's true.
He's definitely in a tough spot. Like, what do? Do you sacrifice your jiu-jitsu or do you sacrifice your boning? You know,
I mean,
you don't want to.
I mean, what did he do before that? Like, I feel like there's got to be a way to solve that problem. Like, if it really matters to you that much, like your training, like I feel like that you can probably solve that problem in another way than keeping somebody who's super toxic around in your life constantly.
So he really wanted us to ask Vinny the Chin about this. I guess like he respects Vinny's
Yeah, I think
Vinny's opinion more than ours, but or his kind of. So
Vinny's
yeah,
good
I
in
feel
these
like we need some more information, like how old the kid is, what do you do?
I have a feeling
for, like,
Vinny's gonna
work.
ask how big her tits are. The woman who's taking care of the kid.
Yeah, how
Just
hot
thinking-
the current chick is. Okay,
I
I'll
just
follow
picture
up
him.
on
I
it.
just picture him just going off, like just freaking. Fuck that bitch.
All right, bitches.
All right,
It's
guys.
been a good one.
I
Yes.
move
Peace out, guys.
Good one.
for
See ya.
no man, no man.